This meeting is being recorded.
Hey guys, welcome to the Break Free Masterclass.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, welcome everybody to the Break Free, How to Stop Sitting on the Sidelines of Your Life and Access the Life You're Meant to Lead. Even if you've been playing small, hiding in the shadows, and being a wallflower for years, I'm going to put this in usually it's just right here, isn't it? I'm going to put this so you can see it. Oh, someone said something. So let me just see that really quick. Ooh, okay, perfect. Seattle's in the house. So when you have a chance, go ahead and write in the chat box where you are coming from. So let's get going, you guys. Let's launch. Who is this for? Woo! This free masterclass is for any woman who's ready to break free of indecision and get clarity on her next bold move. So in the next 60 minutes, you're going to learn why you've been stuck in the everyone wins but me cycle and what to do to access your full power so you can start making those bold moves. You're going to go from I don't know, I'm not really sure, second guessing, into hell yes, making gut instinct decisions. You're going to also learn the secret to unhooking limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in the same place you've been for years, under-earning, low self-worth, and putting everyone's priorities above your own. You're also going to learn why you haven't been able to show up as the real you and how to figure out who the hell that is anyway. Because we spend so much time wondering, who am I? And trying to figure it out. You're going to know. You're going to learn 3 steps to discover your biggest strengths and how to design your life around them. Finally, the single most important mindset switch you can make to start earning your worth at work and asking for what you deserve in relationships. And last, I'm going to teach you the secret to work-life balance that nobody tells you and how to stop drowning and trying to figure it out on your own. So my promise to you for this duration of our masterclass, I'm going to show you the step-by-step strategy on how to stop sitting on the sidelines of your life and how to access the life you are meant to lead. This is how we're going to roll today. Nobody accesses the life they're supposed to lead without doing the work. Although results can happen as quickly as you want them to, you have got to earn your success by putting in real strategic action into your mindset, into your lifestyle, and into your body. Nobody can do it for you and nobody can save you. You have got to be willing to get totally into your power because at the end of the day, who saves you if you don't save yourself? Only readiness is allowed here. And if you're not at a 10 out of 10 desire level to change your life, then my team and I can't help you. That's as simple as it is. You have to be at that level, ready to change right now. My results and the results of my clients are earned and completely possible, but these individuals, these women, are completely exceptional. They took action. They're go-getters. They make it happen for themselves. They earn the results I'm going to share with you today. So now that we're here, I would just like you to take a breath and kind of sink into where you are right now. Have you ever felt like your friendships were one-sided, where you give, and you continue to give, and they take? Have you hid in darkness to allow others to shine, even though you felt shoved to the side? Did you feel fearful about being the real you because you're worried people are going to judge you? Do you feel like after all the years of self-discovery you've been doing and you're still stuck with life-altering anxiety and what I call second-guessing syndrome? Does this sound like you? Do you secretly know your worth way more than you're exuding, but you're afraid to start showing up because you think maybe deep down that no one's going to buy it? You're working way too hard to try to be someone you're not, so much so that you're getting sick so often and feeling like you're not getting anywhere. It's just the stress and the overwhelm continues to take over. You've seen others reach the level of success you're after, and you're wondering how the heck they're doing it. How are they reaching it? What's their special sauce? Do you think that if you were just born Beyonce level talented and beautiful, you'd finally have the life you want? Well, guess what? every single person has that quality, has unique talents. You just have to be willing to dig deep and find them. So the real problem is that you haven't yet discovered these 5 secrets to stop sitting on the sidelines of your life and access the life you're meant to lead. So once you master these secrets, you're going to be confident in who you are, and you won't feel compelled to take on jobs, friendships, relationships that you know in your gut aren't a right fit. You're going to finally be the one winning, the one who has accessed her full power and knows exactly how to use it. You'll never put anyone else's priorities above your own, because self-limiting beliefs are a thing of the past. You're going to be able to show up as the real you. You'll know how to design your life around your biggest strengths. You'll ask for what you deserve, finally, in your career, your relationships, and your friendships. You'll stop feeling so alone because you have an entire support system making sure that you rise to the top. The one thing you need to know is that there are 5 simple secrets that you need to master, breaking free to stop sitting on the sidelines of your life by accessing the life you're meant to lead. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to master those secrets today. So, who the heck am I to give this masterclass on how you can break free self-limitations? Well, let me tell you a little bit about who I am. I am a certified detox specialist. I traveled from Gig Harbor when I had just had a baby 5 months prior to Punta Gorda, Florida, to go to this certified regenerative detoxification specialist school. And it was like my gut intuition said go. And so that is what leads me. I'm a health coach. I have coached hundreds of women over the past 7 years. I have led 4 sold out retreats. So every retreat I have led has sold out. I have a 99% success rate for client results. And I successfully lost 23 pounds without dieting in a total holistic manner where my life wasn't being taken over by food. And I kept it off without dieting. And I teach my clients how to do the exact same in my 90-day private coaching program. But that wasn't always who I was. I had low self-worth. I was scared to death of selling out and charging my worth. I had adrenal fatigue and autoimmune diseases that I was unaware of that controlled my life, my every move. All the decisions I made were based off of feeling instead of commitment. I went for the cheap and easy solutions, and guess what? They never worked, or they would work for a little amount of time, but it wasn't enough to really make a lifelong result or effect. I was hopping jobs like it was my frickin', like I was a baker and they were my cakes, you know? I was job hopping from job to job because I was searching for who the hell I was. And either I was a bad boy magnet or I was a magnet, or wait, that's the same thing. Or I had a magnet to bad boys. And that also becomes part of the story with low self-worth. So when you have low self-worth, you go for people that are kind of your equal. They kind of are toxic friendships. They can be relationships that end kind of in a roller coaster manner, like it's so damn good and passionate, and then it's so bad. And that all has to do with your stability and your worth. So let's talk about discovering the 5 secrets, you guys. Secret number 1. Now, let's go back here so I can just give you time. If you do not have a notebook out, you're going to want to get that out now. And if you want to take your phone and screenshot, I mean, really don't, like, maybe take 1 or 2, but keep it for yourself. And then let the people who signed up watch this for themselves. So we are discovering the 5 secrets together. So I want you to be in lockdown mode, just breathing and be here now. So this first secret is going to be to develop a fierce and fearless mindset. So Steve Miraboli says, she doesn't have to choose between being gentle or being fierce. Both exist in nature and both exist in her. That's okay. She'll know to nourish them both, and when applicable, use each unapologetically. Bam, Steve. That is, whew, lion and a freaking bunny, right? So the secret to developing a fierce and fearless mindset, if you want to become a decisive powerhouse who wants results in her health and her business and her relationships, and maybe you don't have a business, but you have this thing inside that is boiling to the top, and you have an idea and you're creative and something's coming, maybe that's your business or something else, then you have to begin now. Think about it. Without this fierce and fearless mindset, you are never going to be the person that you truly want to be. For example, if you wanted to enter a fitness competition, would you be able to get on stage and win first place if you sabotaged your nutrition and ate shitty because you felt shitty? No, it's all about the mindset. If you want to raise, how do you talk to yourself before? Are you in this place of just like, I earned it, I work my ass off, I am going to get this raise, I am going to ask for what I deserve? Or do you go in there going, well, I'm going to ask, but I'll probably not get it. So, I mean, really, what's the point in asking? And so it's like you have to decide, are you going to be fierce or are you going to be fearful? So here's the deal. When you develop a fierce and fearless mindset, here's what life looks like. You show up to your boss's office, or you show up in your office and you confidently ask for a raise because you know you deserve it. You walk into the room and you can tell people notice your confidence, your presence. You don't burn yourself out and sabotage your needs because you have learned how to balance. You become someone who takes calculated risks in your life instead of staying in your comfort zone. You take adventures. You get in the best shape of your life and wear your bikini proudly, or if it's a one piece, whatever it is, you are wearing it loud and proud because you have developed this confident mindset. Now, what happens when you haven't developed a mindset that supports the woman you want to be? Well, I'm going to show you what that looks like. You stay in the exact same place, the same body, the same hustle mode, 24/7. You are staying in the go, 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 go. And then you're in the exact same place. You're in the same toxic relationships, same one-sided friendships, same financial stress. When successful people set a goal, nothing gets in their way of achieving it. They commit 100% to the outcome, knowing that one difference between successful and unsuccessful people is that the successful ones commit to a goal and don't stop until they achieve it. So let's break it down. Here's a perfect example. My client, Courtney, was struggling with her relationship to food and her weight, but really it was so much more than that. Courtney came to me because she thought that it was weight loss. She thought that was the number one thing. But as we worked together, she discovered that there were so many deep down insecure feelings and limitations that she wasn't being seen, she wasn't being heard, and she wasn't being supported because she didn't even have that space for herself. I told Courtney that if you ever want to get off the sidelines of your relationships and get to the center stage of that worthiness, you're going to have to do the work. And that's exactly what she did. So after we worked together, she said that I changed in terms of mindset, peace, and I came to understand myself in relation to food habits and exercise in a way I had never been able to. This self-understanding was life-changing. So the investment into yourself can be life-changing. It can change who you've been for the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. It can change so much so that for the rest of your life, you're a completely different, better person. The second secret is to trust your badass intuition. The comfort zone is the great enemy to creativity. Moving beyond it necessitates intuition, which in turn configures new perspectives and conquers fears. Oh, the comfort zone, you guys. And they call it that because it's comfortable and it feels good sometimes, but you know when you're kind of outgrowing that space. So without a sharp intuition or gut instinct, you're always going to be second guessing yourself. So much so that it's keeping you stuck from making life-changing decisions. You'll always be searching outside of yourself and never finding what lights you up. Not anybody else, but listening to you. If you stay in your logical mind, Your heart never has a chance to speak up. You'll be paralyzed and you won't be moving forward. So who wants to stay in the second guessing place? I sure as hell do not want to. So here's the thing, when you harness your badass intuition, here's what life starts to look like. You make your own decisions based on how you want your life to look. You become the person people trust because you shoot straight from the hip. You don't second guess yourself and miss out on opportunities that are right in front of your face, that you continue to think about, and you second guess it. And maybe you've even thought about it like for days on end, and 75% of you is like, do it, girl. You can freaking do it. And the 25% logical side is like, but what about, so it's like, get into your intuition. You become someone who takes ownership of her life. But when you haven't accessed your gut intuition, that supports the opportunities you want to have. Here's what that looks like. You stay paralyzed, wondering what the next move is. You ask questions. You ask others for questions you should be able to answer on your own. You seek guidance from everyone about everything. You get further and further away from knowing who you really are. Let's simplify this intuition thing for you. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. What you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover is yourself. Here's a perfect example. My client, Anne, was repeatedly saying how she didn't know herself and that she's always doing what everyone else is doing. By just expressing this thought she's had about herself for years, she started to release some of the guilt she had about not knowing herself, and things really started to shift. We've only been working together for about 3 sessions, and she says, I can't believe how long I spent repeating the same thing over and over again. It wasn't until I started trusting myself that everything I wanted was waiting for me to say yes. The third secret, build your life around your strengths. This is how you get off. This is how you get out of the sidelines, off the sidelines. So J.K. Rowling, great writer, she says, play to your strengths. I haven't gotten any, said Harry before he could stop himself. Excuse me, growled Moody. You've got strengths if I say you got them. Think now, what are you best at? And so this is the kind of work we do together. When you don't know what you're good at, you're constantly guessing or taking the next step based on someone else's approval, whether that be a friend, your mom, your dad, your spouse, your kid, your friend, like whoever it is, you're taking whatever they have going on in their life and you're making decisions based on what they think is best for you. You could be good at so many things, but what do you want to be the master of? You'll never know what direction you should move forward with if you're not building your life around your strengths. You'll stay in the same job and continually feel like your gifts aren't being used because you don't know what they are yet. But when you hone in on what makes you uniquely powerful, you'll finally stop wondering what you should be doing with your life. You'll be able to access your gifts and strengthen them as you use them. You won't wait around at home hoping someone's going to show up on your doorstep with a magic wand. You'll take control of your future. So build your life around your strengths. But if you take another course trying to identify your strengths, you're going to get the same answers you get every time you take that course trying to identify your strengths. You're going to be stuck at square one, going from one unfulfilling job, one unfulfilling relationship, one one-sided friendship to the next. You'll continue watching people rise and grow and evolve as you fumble down below. And you'll look at your life years from now and wish you would have taken action when you had the chance. Every person is driven to self-deceive, simply to get out of the discomfort of the truth. The best relationships are with people who will not let you be blind. They reveal your hidden strengths and your concealed wounds. Right, you guys? So Gina says that she couldn't be on the path she is on now without us working together. She says, I couldn't be on the path without her. I remember the first time I met her, it felt like I'd met my long lost sister. She cares, she's real, and I've never told her this, but I'm proud of her accomplishments. As much for her as for how much I know she's changing people's lives, she's the real deal. And that makes me so happy and grateful. You guys, my life is built around my strengths. I know I'm good at this. So if Gina went from this beautiful, and yet insecure woman into this mom who is taken control of her life. She is a mom of 3 and she is just doing the best she can and doing it damn well. Anyone can, and she would say that too. So this is what your DIY, your low-end programs look like. You're kind of on your own. You're like, ooh, no one knows if I'm going to complete it or not. And then you have a sisterhood of women and mentorship, and you have a group of people who are supporting you, and they want you to win. They want to help you and support you in any way possible. Tara said that in less than 10 weeks of working with me, she has lost 20 pounds. She has the tools to move forward in continuing this journey toward optimal health. She is such a sweetheart. She said, I could never thank you enough. Your services were just what I needed at the exact right time. Now, she wrote this when we were not finished with our coaching sessions, and now we are done. But so she said, let's crush the last 3 weeks. So the fact that she's even in that mindset of like, let's crush it. She's not asking me for permission. She is not asking herself. She knows exactly what she needs to do, and she's going to do it. So I believe that at the beginning of working with Tara, she kind of came in a little bit low and maybe discouraged. And to see that she wrote, let's crush it, I was like, fuck yeah, girl. Tara, you got it going on. Secret number 4 is to determine your desires and stop at nothing. We love being mentally strong, but we hate situations that allow us to put our mental strength to good use. Now, if that isn't the truth, we have so much in our brains, and we say the mantras, we say the affirmations, but when we are tested, do you shy away or do you use it? When you start and stop, some sort of evolution because of how you're feeling, or when something comes up, and they always come up, like say it's a death in the family, you just got diagnosed with an autoimmune, your husband lost his job, things come up, you get farther and farther away from achieving your goals when you don't continue, when you don't finish. If you never figure out what lights you up, you will always be going from certification to certification, always focusing on a plan B in case plan A doesn't work out, even though you're not really sure what plan A is, but you know that you've spent so much time on plan B that you know that you have all these things to fall back on, but why not show up and why not follow through plan A? When you finally know what you're put on this earth to do, everything gets crystal clear and the universe will work her magic. If you eliminate the start and stop model that you've been doing for the last however many years, can you imagine how far you're going to be in life? How much closer you would be to achieving your dreams? When you don't let anyone or anything that comes up, like I said, and it will derail your focus. When you don't let it, you start to reach your goals and you set bigger ones. You'll be stuck in the same place if you don't determine your unique desires. And I'm just saying that point blank. I'm being 100% clear. I'm being 100% transparent. If you don't determine your desires, and if you don't decide that something is worth committing to, you will not get there. If you're too tired, if you start something else, where are you going to be in 5 years from now if you don't follow through and determine what you're not going to stop at? You're going to keep going from passion to passion, trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. A failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. Now, I'm going to tell you about my client, Lauren. She says, after 4 weeks of seeing you, I feel so much happier. I'm standing up for myself, and with your coaching, I realize that I create my own happiness. Boom, you guys, that is what I want for each and every one of you. Now, what I didn't tell you about Lauren is, usually I work with women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, some in their 60s, but Lauren is 12 years old. And if she can access this kind of intuition, can you imagine where she's going to be in her 30s? The last secret number 5, is to learn from someone who's already doing what you want to do. It's going to be to invest in coaching. Every single person should invest in a mentor. We're not supposed to do it on our own. Mentorship does 2 things. It activates that it factor that lies dormant within. It challenges you to break through levels you could never do on your own. Example, when people hire a personal trainer. The awareness that you're having about yourself right now with just the 30 minutes that we've been together would not have happened had you not shown up for your masterclass today. So a good mentor is going to give you ideas and make sure that you act on them. They're going to, like when I work with people, I'm emailing them going, hey, where's your food diary? Or, hey, you didn't finish that project. Or did you bring that project? Or, whatever it is. I'm like, hey, did you go to the doctor, get those new blood tests? Like I am on them because I want them to succeed. And they want it too. A great mentor will also put together a powerful group of people all working towards similar types of goals. This is going to multiply everyone's success and confidence exponentially. Sky is the limit. In my program, we have women who have 6-figure earning goals. We have women who have already made 6 figures and they just want to lose the last 20 pounds. We have creatives who have ADD, who need accountability, support, concrete plans. Everybody wins because we are all in this surge of energy together. I want to share with you how mentorship pushed me to the next level. So my coach, Jessica Riverson, from her company, Permission to Charge, I stumbled upon her when I was like, I know I'm worth something, but why do I have such a hard time charging my worth? And I saw all these men charging their worth, and they were like, asking for multiple numbers of money, right? Because I see that men can do that more. They show up in their power, and I don't know if they're faking it till they make it, but I see them charging and people will pay for it. And I was like, why the hell am I have all these things and I have something to offer. So when I started working with Jessica, what she did was put all of my ideas together. She pulled out my own greatness and my own strengths, and she held that vision of me, and she didn't buy my limiting stories of, I don't know. Like she was like, no, you do know. And so her mentorship has allowed me to mentor in such a bigger way, because now it's not like, oh, I feel bad if I say these assertive things to my clients. Hell no. I'm like, you want to succeed? I'm going to laser beam focus. If you are going on about a story, like a really long story, and I need to cut you off, I'm going to say, okay, we got a laser beam back to the original question. If I hadn't been challenged from Jessica, I wouldn't have created this Break Free Mastermind program or started a podcast or led a second retreat this year if I had stayed in that pattern of, I don't know. That's why it's so important to have that mentorship, because when I started working with Jessica, that's when I created the 90-day private coaching program. And from there I started, I had already been leading retreats, but these retreats got like way better. They just continually grow and evolve. And I mean, everything that has happened since I invested in a mentor, like I am a completely different person than I was 3 years ago. So today I promised that you're going to figure, or you're going to learn why you've been stuck in the everyone wins but me cycle, and what to do to access your full power. How to make decisions from hell yes instead of those I don't knows. The secret to unhooking limiting beliefs that keep you stuck in the same place you've been for however long. You've been under earning, low self-worth, and putting everyone's priorities above your own. Why you haven't been able to show up as the real you, and how to figure out who the hell that is anyway. Steps to discover your biggest strengths and how to design your life around them. The single most important mindset switch, say that 3 times fast, mindset switch you can make to start earning your worth at work and asking for what you deserve in relationships, and the secret to work-life balance that nobody tells you, and how to stop drowning and trying to figure it out on your own. So let me just tell you this. The secret to work-life balance is that there is none. There is absolutely no balance. Sometimes it is a little bit 50-50, but it's going to be a teeter-totter. Balance, the word, it just doesn't even exist. Believe me, take it from someone who runs her own business, is a mom of a 2-year-old, has a husband who has gone 2 days a week minimum as a fireman. Like, you guys, there's no balance, but it is the best thing ever when you figure out what you are meant to do and your strengths. So what you need to lead your life and access the life you're meant to lead: 1, develop a fierce and fearless mindset. 2, trust your badass intuition. 3, build your life around your strengths. 4, determine your desires and stop at nothing. And 5, invest in coaching. So now you have a choice. Do you go down the same path you've been down forever, thinking, oh, well, I'll do that when I'm ready? You know, I've been doing this for so long already and I seem to be doing okay. Or do you go the other route, the one that you don't know what the outcome's going to be, but you know something inside of you is telling you to do it. It's telling you to go for it, to create the change, to evolve, to join a sisterhood, to do all the things that you want to do, but you're keeping yourself stuck. So here's how I can help. I set aside some time to speak with you personally over the next couple of days about how you can apply these strategies to your life right away. And it's free. It's 100% free. Who is this for? So you might feel like a diamond in the rough. You're talented. You're ready to break through and shine as the confident woman you know that is waiting to emerge. You want a roadmap to follow to financial success in your home, in your life. You're deeply committed to up-leveling your consciousness in every area of your life. You desire the confidence to stand with the value of what you provide your family, your career, and your relationships while staying true to who you are. You want to feel completely clear about what you do and the value you provide, making it an easy question to answer when people ask you. You got to be willing to get out and be visible in order to attract your sister soulmates. So why am I doing this? On the call, I'm going to help you get total clarity around your own wallflower tendencies and the exact steps you should take to get yourself on the path to confidence, clarity, and action quickly and masterfully. If you want me to support you and I think it's a good fit, I may invite you to become one of the 6-month Break Free Immersion members for early enrollment this month. In this program, you're going to be a part of a sisterhood who will hold you accountable. Now, if we work together, I'll hold you accountable to stepping into the woman who's living the life she's meant to lead immediately. You're going to feel the difference the moment you step into this vibe. These are the women I work with. I'm looking for women who are 100% committed to becoming the highest vision and version of herself in this 6-month time period. This isn't a program for people to drop out of. The real question is, if you're even thinking about joining and then not joining, how committed are you? For some people, it could be that they have self-abandoned and self-sabotage before and let themselves off the hook or let themselves down before, so they're not fully trusting themselves yet. We cover that in the program, and there is no self-abandon because I'm not going to allow you to do that. So don't even book the call if you are not a 10 out of 10. I'm with it, girl. Where do I sign up? So your special invitation is to go to fearfultofit.com/book now. Sign up for the chance to talk. I have today and tomorrow open. The spaces are very limited. I did not want to open up my calendar and